Hello, YouTube.
The
This
Fitness Gram
is a
Pacer
new
Test is a
frontier.
multi-stage aerobic.
Hmm?
Hey, Legends of Blood, Michael here.
Hey, Vsauce here. Okay. Uh, so last session, you guys. Wow, that was last session. You guys had entered the purple cloudy nebula, and upon upon entering inside, you had Damien had separated from the ship so that he could see if it was safe to land. And upon him entering inside, he lost control of his ship, and it was automatically landed onto the planet inside. And you guys lost all contact with him. So, um, with a little bit of hesitation, you guys had Vito drive into the cloud as well, following behind Damien very closely. Um, Dane had touched down, and his ship was completely off by the time he touched down. He could not start any of the electronics whatsoever. And shortly after, the Frontier had also touched down, and you guys lost all electrical functions when it comes to driving. Um, and after you landed, everybody had to make a mental fortitude roll, which was you could choose between intelligence, wisdom, or charisma as your saving roll, and um, Damien was the only one to fail, and his intelligence was reduced by one. So, yeah. So, Damien, after putting on his suit because he's not gonna take any chances. Um, he took off his he put on his suit and he brought his card into the frontier so that it can be safe. And you guys went off to pursue the next shard of the um, I'm gonna call it a compass, just for simplicity's sake. Um, and it seemed to have been pointing directly to a magenta light. Upon following this, you guys came across a space frigate, and Phineas, well, technically Damien had recognized this. I believe it was Damien had recognized this um, as a as a frigate of a famous pirate crew that did really well in the music world,
It
known
was, yeah,
as
it was Phineas. Phineas
yeah,
realized it when he finally got his
Damien
big
recognized them from their
overhaul.
criminal jobs. Phineas
yes,
recognized them from their music.
yes. Damien had recognized them because they are fellow criminals, and it was Sean Shanty
Very
and
good.
his shanty singing pirates. Um, and upon boarding, you guys noticed that all of the crew members seemed to be in a never-ending loop of singing and drinking and dancing. All except one, who was our new character last session, Lillian. Um, and after talking a little bit with Lillian, you guys, Phineas recollects that this crew had disappeared over 100 years ago, and are here now, seemingly not have aged. Um, and After a bit of banter, you guys had Lillian took you back to see Sean Shanty himself, who was a bugbear um, pirate, and you guys found that he had lost his voice due to a being that he calls the being of infinite knowledge. And upon confronting this being, the whole crew had lost basically all of their intelligence. Um, and the captain, who was a bit more mentally tough, had was able to confront this being along with Lillian. And upon doing so, they both lost some of their life essence, which had cost them. For Sean, it cost him his voice, and for Lillian, it seems to have cost her ability to differentiate good and evil. And after talking about how long it has been, how you guys would be able to help, you guys, and also Phineas being a little bit starstruck, you guys had agreed to help along with Lillian to go after this being of infinite knowledge to get Sean's voice back. And now you stand at the side of the deck of the ship, staring into the cloudy magenta light. And that's where we left off. Anything I'm
Starting
missing?
off.
Not that I can think of.
Not that I remember.
Perfect.
Not that we can go back and look at, anyways.
I will say, being on that note, I need everybody to make a mental fortitude check.
Oh,
Remind me.
okay.
So you can choose
Saving
either
throw.
charisma, wisdom, or intelligence as your saving throw, and the DC is significant. It's not hard, but it's not easy.
10.
What saving throw? Intelligence saving throw.
Oh my god.
So
Oh.
intelligence,
Oh, yeah, 'cause this
charisma,
is
or
D&D viewer.
how much?
Sorry.
Well,
Dirty 20.
Just
So it was
Well,
charisma,
okay.
intelligence, or which one else?
you can choose intelligence, charisma, or wisdom in order to make a save and throw to protect against the mental strain that has been against that is from being near this thing.
give me a second.
I could have gone with a
I got a
higher
13,
one.
by the way. So,
Yep. So
That is really funny. I have higher wisdom than I do intelligence.
Oh, I've
Me
got
too, me too.
one higher wisdom than I do intelligence.
then
I
why
have
did you do
I have
intelligence?
I have an
I
8
got-
intelligence.
Well, I
and a
still got a
16
dirty 20.
What did you get, Alai?
I got 18.
Okay, so the DC was 18. So Moxie, Damien, and Phineas, all three of your intelligences reduced by 1. It's not permanent, at least as far as you know.
No.
So
I'm down to 10
temporarily,
intelligence.
yep, temporarily Damien's at a 10, Moxie's at an 8, I believe, maybe.
No, I'm at a
And-
7.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, you're at a 7. Ouch, you have a -3 now. No, -2. And Phineas, you're at a 14.
Wait, so
Okay.
what is my intelligence? Is it?
It's
So is it
reduced
now
by
6?
1.
Oh, okay, so it's 6. No, it's
Oh,
7.
it's 6? 7?
No, it's 7. It's 7.
Okay. Stop scaring me.
Base,
Uh,
base is 8.
so,
Doesn't that put you on par with like intelligence levels of like giant eagles and things like that?
I guess so.
You're on par with a giant bird.
Oh, God.
Well, I think his circuits are just really bad. His processing speed is really bad.
He's been playing
Alright.
way too many games on himself. His
yeah, I had
processing
to
slowed down.
He had to do
Oh,
something while he was
oh.
just sitting there for 100 years.
As the
Downloading
I had to
DM
connect
god,
the
I give
update.
you short-circuiting, reducing it another 1 to 6.
Nah, he's just downloading an
so-
Apple update.
So I have to decrease Finn's intelligence for a little bit then,
yes.
right?
It's temporary, so
Yeah.
just basically don't change it on your sheet. Just basically keep track.
Okay. So he's just gonna just stand out there, just breathe it in, and then all of it. Like it's gonna get represented in him just breathing in the air, and then just immediately just like.
Can Moxie like analyze the terrain? Because I love
Sure.
analyzing terrain.
Go ahead. Make a
Or you know
perception
what?
check.
Let me analyze what the purple mist or whatever is.
Okay, make a perception check.
Okay.
Why is it spicy?
I will have an answer for you in a second. A 14
Ah.
again.
You analyze the purple mist, and it seems that it swirls around endlessly. Like if you looked into um, a like looking into rolling clouds over the sea, and it's purple. I mean,
Can I get its composition or anything?
it seems to be some sort of magical composition, so it's not really something chemical.
So it's not Fabuloso.
No,
Or
I'm- I'm
and
unable.
it also does not seem like it's toxic to breathe in.
I am
It's not.
unable to understand the composition of the gas in front of us.
Is the robot doing okay? He sounds buggy.
Who is
Yeah,
the-
that's how he is normally.
Who is the robot?
What
Don't
do you
worry
mean?
about it, buddy.
If he's,
You're
if he's
you're
not a-
one of us. You're one of
He-
us, buddy. Don't worry. We're
I
gonna.
just see a look of confusion on Jessica's face, trying to figure out, like, is that a robot?
Just know
Sentient
every-
robot.
Lillian?
Every time my
Lillian,
intelligence
Jesus
is
Christ,
lowered,
I need to fucking,
every time my
sorry,
intelligence
it's
is lowered, he's
2 a.m.
stuttering more.
Okay.
Oh no.
Yeah, Lillian's just got a look of confusion on her face, like, is it a robot?
It is.
Is who a
It
robot?
is, yeah. But
He is not it. He is. He is a little co-pilot, medic, basically all in one. You can get.
He's your big
and ask
metal
for.
bean.
The big
He's
metal
my-
beam.
he is
that
our-
the baby boy
He is
is.
my.
fair,
Yes,
fair
he
enough,
is
I
my-
get that. Okay.
Big boy.
He's my little jukebox.
He
In a
don't look
sense,
little.
he's half my height. I mean, he's.
Isn't
I'm
Monkey like
already
2 or 3 feet tall?
If he a walking
like-
jukebox, and I guess, yeah, no, he is
Yeah.
small.
Aren't you like 4 feet tall, Phineas?
I'm like 4 feet tall if you include the height of my horns. I'm actually three and a half feet
Oh no,
tall.
How
never
tall
mind,
is
scratch
Moxie?
that, you are tiny.
Moxie's pretty small. I think Moxie's 3 feet tall.
About the
I think
same
he's
size as a
2.
gnome, I believe.
Never
'Cause you're an
mind, I
awesome
take
gnome.
that back, you are tiny.
Why do I feel like I'm the tallest, but I don't think I am the tallest.
I think Jessica might just fucking. I need to fucking.
It's either it's either
Lillian.
Lillian, Damien, Alari, or Cassandra who's the tallest.
I'm gonna
I can actually
move-
check
I think
significant
it might be
numbers.
Damien.
I don't think it's Damien.
I'm 6'1".
It's definitely
Yeah,
Damien.
it's-
I don't
Damien's,
even
I
know.
think,
is
Did I say how
6
tall Jessica? Lillian, I need to fix this. Jesus Christ.
So
Wait, no,
actually
Damien
are
is
pretty
6'1".
tall, actually.
Yeah. I'm just having a mental breakdown, unable to switch between my two characters.
Yeah,
I
Diego
think it's
didn't
just because I
add a
keep
height
doing
to
Zaru's
Cassandra.
voice. I didn't add a voice. I didn't add a voice. I didn't.
Calm down.
I didn't add a
We-
height. Lillian. Holy crap. I'm gonna just grab a D10 and see whatever I get. I got a 7 on a D10.
So I'd say you're like
Oh.
5'7" or 6'2". Which
I'll
one?
go 6'2".
Yay! Tall people.
Tall people. I live with someone who's 6'3", so I get to. I know what tall people look like.
So, you're still staring at the into the void, basically.
Moxie's gonna start walking into it.
What are you doing?
Wait,
I
you
don't think
start
that's a good idea.
you start walking, then you fall off the ship because you're still on the deck of the ship.
Can I catch him before
How
that
far do I
happens?
fall?
Buddy,
How far do I fall?
I'd say like it's a good 20, 30 feet.
Can
How much
I
damage
catch
is
him before
taken?
that happens, please?
Can you catch him? You're asking?
Yes.
Okay. Make a
With
make
my
it
tail, please.
make it acrobatics or athletics.
I'll make it, yeah, I'll make it athletics. That feels appropriate. I rolled a 17.
Yeah, you see as Moxie starts to walk forward, not aware that there's no floor, and as he starts to tip over, he falls face first, and then you jump over and you grab his leg, and he's dangling by your prehensile tail.
Jimox.
Whenever you feel Moxie's going to feel a lot warmer than he normally does.
Moxie, are you okay?
What do you mean? Am I okay? Okay. Should I run a diagnostics test?
No, you just
Pull
feel
him
warmer
up.
than normal.
Did you pull him up already?
Oh, and I'm gonna pull him up.
You do so.
Damon's gonna elbow Phineas real quick and go, and look at you being the one. And he was all, paying attention, caretaker.
Look, the air is a little too spicy for me, so forgive me for starting to shut up.
You'll get used to it. I mean, I
Just
did.
Damien puts his hand on Phineas' head, and ruffles his hair and goes, middle child with syndrome right here.
You start this. Damien will start. Damien has his arm between the main prenatal horn and the back horn, and he just starts to see that familiar sun-shaped ball start forming.
You gonna shoot your older brother? How adorable.
I'm going to. I'm going. I wish if I. Oh no.
You're doing okay. You sound like you're having a bit of a mental break.
I need a mental break hanging out with these morons.
Hey, we're not morons. We're pretty smart.
Jessica just looks him dead in the eyes. Spend enough time here and you'll become a moron so you don't have to think so hard.
Moxie's gonna
We
respond.
need to get you fixed. We need you fixed specifically because you're the only person who I can actually seemingly understand and relate with.
I don't need fixing though.
Damien just walks by and he whistles. Goes, here comes the bride.
Phineas would like to cast. Phineas would like to cast Chaos Bolt on
At a third level.
yes.
Are you actually doing this?
No, obviously not.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
obviously not. But he thinks about it. He definitely thinks about it.
I have had a player who turned into a werewolf who wanted to turn everybody else into a werewolf and was forcing bites on everybody, blaming it on the RNG. And he almost killed my character because he bit him while he was downed.
Oh god.
Damn.
So
All I'm gonna say is if anyone gets hurt, I'll just be punching you.
yeah. And uppercuts do the most healing. Huh?
Yeah,
Oh,
I'll be the
so
best healer,
what
but
Phineas
just
will
be
do-
punching the first.
What Phineas will do is he'll cast prestidigitation on Damien, and he'll make a giant little ball of sparks appear in his face just to scare the shit out of him. Just like
You do realize my daughter and my sister both practice magic, and this is one of the first things they learn to do.
Ooh, pretty.
If you want to scare me, you're gonna have
Robot,
to
can
do a
we
lot
find
better
a?
than that.
All right, fuck it. His wings open, and he is going to um fly up
Birdie.
in the like at least a good 30 feet in the air just to see if he can get a view of the surroundings
Ooh, birdie.
and see where we can go from there.
I would have you make a perception check, but the whole place is covered in purple clouds, so you can't really see.
Shit.
I am
Oh well,
just like
at least I
looking
don't have to listen
over.
to them.
Yeah, sorry.
At least I don't have to listen to those dipshits right now. Think what to do, what to do. And Phineas, since Phineas, it's obviously magic, but Phineas being a little more with, the arcane and the mystical, can he just in the air, being surrounded by all this, kind of get an understanding of how it works, and where to like, if it's coming from anywhere, basically.
Uh, I mean, it's pretty easy to tell, but the cloudiness is coming from the glowing magenta light that's ahead, because it seems that that light specifically seems to be able to pierce through this cloud very easily. While nothing else really seems to shine through, so there's you can deduce that that's sort of a connecting factor.
If I had lights, I'd be able to. I could make my way over there right now. If I had light, I could lead those dipshits.
You hear directly next to you. What do you do with the drunken sailor? What do you do with the
What do you
drunken
do
sailor?
with
What do you do with the
Sailor,
drunken
what do you
sailor
do?
early in the
Sailor
morning?
early in the
And you
morning.
see,
Way-
right next to you, in the crow's nest, is a very drunk sailor.
Phineas will just look at him. Is there anything of note about this drunken sailor?
Um,
Is it early in the
well,
morning?
yeah. To him, it's early in the morning. He looks kind of groggy. He has a cup of beer in one hand, and he has a cup of rum in one hand, and a flute in the other. And he's trading. He's trading, putting them both towards his mouth. He drinks a little bit, then he plays the flute, and then starts singing.
Oh,
Obviously, extremely drunk.
Grog comes out of the flute.
Yes,
oh, that
yes.
hurts my
Phineas,
heart.
Phineas seeing this will just you just see him like his beetle wings. He'll turn slightly like away from it, and he will start slowly flying away from the crow's nest.
Okay, and it doesn't. He doesn't react in any way. Um, but you
Uh,
guys do remember that you guys did say that you'd go help. So, hint, hint. Wink,
Hint, hint.
wink,
Is
nudge, nudge.
is Alari still holding Moxie?
Well, I'm more or less hugging him because I pulled him up, but I'm just more or less hugging him because he just feels because he feels warm, and I'm trying to figure out like, what is happening here?
While you are holding Moxie, his legs are going to continue to move as if he's trying to walk forward.
That's so stupid. I love it. But I am just like, hey, whoa, Moxie, calm down. But yeah, you feel warmer than usual. Is something happening?
Prompt not understood. It appears that we have a mission to accomplish. If we do not move forward, we will not make ample timing.
I know that, buddy, but you're feeling kind of warm. Can robots get sick?
That is a negative.
Question: can I make a medicine check on Moxie to see if I can figure out what's wrong with him?
Well, it's debatable. The reason is because he's not a living being technically. He is a
Probably
robot.
some. There's probably
So-
some magic in his
Yeah.
creation, but he's probably
I say you
essentially
can
all
do
mechanical.
medicine. You can do medicine because it's basically you looking out for something that's wrong with the person. So you can do medicine if you want to.
I'm gonna make that medicine check real quick.
That one.
18.
That one. Damn it.
18. Even I don't know what's going on with Moxie, to be honest.
You want me to say?
Sure.
No,
Like he
wait for
did
His
an
RAM's
18.
just filling up.
Essentially, his computing power is going completely haywire, and it is. There are little robots inside Moxie that try to repair itself, such as like red blood cells repairing its body. They are attacking something, attacking his own body almost as if white blood cells, attacking somebody with an autoimmune disorder. There is something wrong. There is something wrong with him, but what exactly it is the body is unsure of, and it is attacking things at random, causing his computing power to go haywire, causing him to be less intelligent.
So yeah. So basically, it's an explanation of how he's being less intelligent. I think like the mental fortitude thing is it's confusing these red blood cell robot type things, basically, which has reduced your computing power.
I don't know why when I thought like tiny little robots are fixing Moxie, I just think of that robot from Zathura.
Oh my god, yes.
Oh, wait a
The
minute.
toy robot that turned into a gigantic robot.
That one.
Yeah.
Oh, I loved that movie. I
do
love
It's
that
a-
movie
it's a
when I
good
was a
movie.
kid.
It's
I love
Space
that movie,
Jumanji.
you know?
Oh,
It
Yeah,
is
so
in the
the
same
space
universe,
Jumanji.
so it
Really?
helps. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just Space Jumanji.
I did not know that.
Yeah, it's an interesting movie.
Mm-hmm.
It's very fun. Young.
Good life lesson too.
Yeah, pretty much. I love it. But yeah. I will say I'm just like holding Moxie, and I'm gonna hug him one more time before sending him down. And just like, well, take it easy then, Moxie. I don't want you falling on me. I'll catch you, but I don't want to see you fall or anything.
Moxie will not fall.
Then he turns around and he goes the exact same way as he did before.
Yeah, that's exactly what's
even
gonna
though-
happen.
Where it happens.
Even though
I'm gonna stop
literally
that.
5 feet, even though literally 5 feet to the right, there's a rope ladder.
It's at this point I'd say Phineas would probably lie down and probably just skulk around away from the group a little bit, just trying to figure out what to do if there's a space for. If he can get across, he can obviously get across this, but nobody else is going to be able to.
You don't know that.
But you guys do see a rope ladder at the side of the ship that Moxie is somehow not using and just walking off somewhere. Because he can.
Mm.
Just because.
I'm gonna pick up Moxie. As we learned, I'm strong enough, just barely strong enough to do this.
Yeah.
I'm going to pick him up. I'm just gonna hold him up to my head and go, "Listen, buddy. You know how when people's immune system starts attacking things when they're not aware of what's wrong? It's like when your body discovers that your eyes are there and your immune system immediately attacks them, trying to destroy them. I think that's what's going on with you. So I need you to kind of stay calm and stop doing and whatever you're doing. Just stay close. Don't walk off the edge of anything, and just follow our lead."
Understood.
Can't we use that thing from the ship or something?
What?
That thingy there. And he's just gonna point at it. Point at the thing. The thingy.
The glowing thing.
Oh,
Yes.
the one in my overall pocket.
No. The magenta thing that's inside the nebula.
Oh,
Right?
okay.
Oh, Well, we can't go. Well, we have to go towards it, so we need to figure out a way to.
I am unable to examine the terrain besides the swirling vortex.
That's because there is no terrain, buddy. There's nothing there.
There's. You do know we walked here, right?
Didn't he
We
just
didn't
fall?
You know, we're not on water or something like that. We're in a boat that's on land. It's been beached.
I'm
And there's a
way out of
huge
it.
frigate, and he walked off the deck of the frigate.
I apologize. I'm a little worse for wear right now.
Don't worry about it. All of us are a little worse for wear right now. But I think we need to start heading towards. Snaps his fingers twice. Alright, the thing that disc is pointing at. We need to head towards that. You want to take the lead?
On it, and I like, on it, Coke Capitan, and I like salute and like almost hit my head salute, and I just kind of take out the glowing disc, broken disc, and I kind of hold it out so I can like detect it, make it like a compass.
Hey, maybe it would be best not to. Maybe it'd be best to not hold it out into the open amongst a group of mindless drunken pirates.
Hey, don't call
No
my.
offense.
I mean, none taken for me, but hey, don't call them mindless pirates. They might be stupid, but they're my stupid friends. Which isn't much of a friend, but it's still a friend.
One man's trash is another man's treasure.
Yeah?
I don't get that.
And these
part.
guys talk shit all the time.
But I will like now keep it like more close to keep it closer to me, and I'm just going to slowly walk towards like the beeping. So like not the beeping, but like the thrumming, and I will see like where to go.
And it basically points directly to the light. But thanks to this thing, you guys won't get lost in the fog, basically, because you guys make your way over and you stand outside the huge cloud of fog that kind of seems to have condensed over here. And as you guys make your way through, you cannot see past like 5 or 10 feet in front of your own faces. And I would like everybody to make a perception check.
Okay. Yeah.
That's all.
All right. Prescription. Perception. Prescription.
That's gonna be a 23.
I have a 21 here.
I have an 14.
Okay.
Sorry, one second.
Yep.
$19.
Okay.
Nice.
So, Damien, Phineas, and Moxie, you look into the clouds, and as you get closer to this orb, you see that it condenses more and more, and you feel that you see strange movement in a way. You see as some parts of the clouds seem to be forming some sort of figure that moves on its own accord, almost like a person. And then you look over in another direction. You see another one doing a completely different act. Like one looks like it's writing on a bench. Another one, you see two figures wielding swords, and they seem to be fighting one another. And you see all this, but it is all made of cloud, and none of them seem to make any sort of movement um, or any sort of aggression towards you at all. They don't notice you. But as you continue forth, you see these recreations of events.
Oh, that's freaky. Oh, that's extremely freaky. You two see that?
Yeah, I see that.
Wait, what
That's
do you guys see?
Is it because we breathe? Is it because I breathed in a little too hard of the air? I think it might be getting to my head, but I feel as if I'm either hallucinating or something is definitely moving within these clouds.
Hmm. And Lillian, you have seen this before, and you know that these are recreations of historical events because you
mean,
have ventured through
yeah.
before.
I mean, it's not like you're not seeing things, but they're not like false things. They can't hurt you, but they're like the stuff that happened in the past.
But who's past?
I don't know. It's just the past, okay? Yeah.
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 I don't trust
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What have I done? What have I done?
Do I see a
Why are we
skeleton
like
nearby?
Yeah.
Yeah, human.
Oh my
Sorry.
god.
Well,
I made a mistake here.
down. How are your balls?
He was over here.
Would anybody like some cold spaghetti?
God.
Ask Mossy, he'd like that.
No, he likes chicken piccata.
Huge
I like
difference.
chicken nuggets.
When you point out Moxie, he's just going to like look you dead in the eyes, and all you're gonna hear is just gonna be.
Just had to shut down real quick.
System reboot. Gonna be there for about half an hour.
I love when they
Uh,
play that sound in videos
um,
where people get when people faint. It's so funny.
Yeah.
Oh my
it
God.
is.
It's
oh, it's so good.
but
Uh,
yeah.
But yeah, no, it's just the past. And don't ask who's, because I don't even know. And I know you already asked who's, and I don't know who's. Yeah.
Phineas just points them out and just looks at like one of them at the very least. What can he like the one sword fighting? What can he discern from them? Do they have any features?
Um, you look closer, they seem to be humanoid, of course, but one seems to be an elf while the other seems to be a man. And the garments that they're wearing, it's you can't see any color because it's completely made of this magenta cloud. But it looks like armor that you'd see during the Greek times. Very, very ancient history to you guys, thousands upon thousands of years ago.
Oh, that's the big thing that every those those ones in particular are wearing garments that are barbaric in nature, to say the very least.
Barbaric. Like how barbaric?
I believe it might be human specific history. Cassandra, my captain, might know a little more about it, but uh, it seems to date back some of the at least this little sector, this little display is of what the humans might have called Roman, something of the sort.
Roman? They walk.
Three.
Do they walk a lot of places?
Well, they did conquer a lot of things, so yes, technically they were roaming.
Hey Phineas, is your nose from Italy? Because it's roaming around your face.
That was terrible. That's
I
awful.
heard that joke before.
Phineas would like to cast Chaos Bolt on the God of the Universe at a 3rd level.
Make a DC 25 Dexterity saving throw.
Bet no.
I like to make an unarmed strike against the God of the Universe just for that horrendous joke.
Who are
Yeah.
you?
Can we add
Who are
that
you,
to the?
Saitama?
Can we add that to one of the? Can we add that to one of the socks? Can we add that to the sock?
We have a different sock for that.
Mm.
True. Very true.
There was like
Uh,
the God of the Universe. But
Fuck. Phineas just basically pointed it out and is now going to just continue on his way, just walking towards this light. In fact, he's gonna do himself one better just in case there's a foot he loses his footing. He's going to begin to like hover above the ground, wings open, just fluttering
Mm-hmm.
in place
Finn, before
for
we
a little
go,
bit before. Yeah.
Finn, before you go,
What?
your idea. Clouds condensing. I get worried. Let's I got a bit of rope here. Let's make sure we stay connected.
I'm not. It's not like I'm leaving you, but fine. Can I have it? At the very least.
Damien takes one end of the rope, 50 feet, ties it around his wrist, and then throws the rest of it towards you.
Phineas is going to wrap it and tie it around his hand, basically his arm, because he doesn't want to be tied at the waist by Damien.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, it's going to get in the way of his wings closing.
So, do you guys chain this rope between each person, making sure you guys don't get lost? And as you approach the middle, you start to see that the clouds, stop being so dense, and they seem to open up to this large field. And the field is what looks like to be made of stone. And you look around and you see that there are stone trees all around, all surrounding this middle crack in the earth that is glowing bright magenta. And you see in the middle of that crack a person.
Oh, dang, creepy. I don't know what is.
did we go over there?
Phineas is going to keep his voice down, but he's going to turn to everybody. Whether do they think we might have found this being of infinite knowledge?
Yeah, let's undo the rope between us before we walk over there. Don't want to be tied to each other if things go south.
Fair enough. Phineas literally just like, I don't want to be tied, but I don't want to be tied up to this thing anymore, anyways. And he tosses a rope back to Damien before trying to scope out the area. He's gonna try and go behind like one of the closer stone trees, just to kind of gauge the situation a little better.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you make a perception check for me, and anybody else who wants to can make one too.
Yeah, that's good. I'll make one as well.
I'm on edge right now.
That's a 27.
22.
Man, you guys have a
That would be an
on
18.
fire today.
I have a 13.
That would be an 18. No, don't worry. I would have gotten a 12 if it weren't for my modifier.
So, Lilligan, you used persuasion.
Oh, perception.
Oh, baby.
11, never mind.
There we go. Thought
There
so.
we go. Way more accurate than me.
So Phineas and Damien, you guys look forward. Phineas, you're behind a stone tree, and you up against it, and it's as hard as stone, basically. And you look forward.
Wow, the floor here seems to be made of floor.
And
Yes.
you look forward, and you see you see the humanoid, and it looks smaller than a normal humanoid, and a little feminine in shape. And
Oh,
you both see this, and Lillian, I would say that you do not recognize this figure. It seems different from the figure that you saw last time.
Fair
You
enough.
went up against this guy, and you see, uh, you see as the feminine form, it looks like a young girl looks behind and sees you all. Um, she has flowing magenta hair and is wearing very simple garments.
oh, it's the child. Ew. Amy, you take care of it. You know children better.
Oh, that's points.
Yes.
All right, then. Just before I go do this real quick. Lie. That thing. Is pointing at the kid or no?
Is it pointing at the kid?
It seems to be pointing at the center of this crater-like thing.
Not really. It's pointing at the center. At the.
And it does so happen to be where the kid is.
All right, then. Stay close just in case things kick off.
Okay. Maybe they can help though. We don't have to probably fight them.
That creature down there has magenta hair and is closest to the floating magenta orb. Logic dictates there's something going on, and there's a correlation between them.
Yeah,
Maybe they're friendly.
maybe, but
I don't think they would be friendly. Truth be told.
We can't judge.
If it's just a child, then what harm can they do, right? Like, oh well, we can
Children
just
are
kick them if we
evil.
need to.
Children are evil.
Like, you
That's
can
my cousin.
punch. If they're small enough, you can kick it far enough.
I don't have any
Damien?
leg strength. You can speak for yourself.
Damien looks like incredibly distressed at the idea of punting a child. He's,
I mean, you could
Like,
do
you've
them on
never
my. You could do that to some of the people on my home world who aren't very hardy, but this thing looks a little too squishy.
If it gets too annoying, you can just kick it away or pick it up and put it onto a high counter. It doesn't matter.
I'm
What's
staying
the
behind. I need to. I'm staying behind. And Phineas, he's going to fly up into like the. He's going to fly up above the stone tree and just keep watch over this little girl.
Okay.
yeah.
And I will say, with that, you guys can click start the session on your D&D Beyond. You
What?
Click the play button.
Huh?
Oh, is there a map?
Honey?
Do we
Yes,
see a
there
map
is.
now? There's a map, yay.
Wait,
I
hold
never
on.
saw this
Play
before.
button.
Ooh.
Could I kindly
Wait.
ask somebody to stream for me, please?
Yeah.
I do not. I do. Wait, hold on. Is this for the? Okay? Yeah, hold on. Is this supposed to be for the desktop version of it, or?
Yes.
Fuck.
Oh.
All right. Let me see if I can log on to it on my phone.
If not, somebody is streaming for it, so I can control.
I'm
where
streaming
Phineas
right
is.
now.
Let me see. No, I don't have an apple. Excuse me. Ew. Gross.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck Apple. I have a blueberry.
Guys, it's the first map of the campaign.
I'm streaming it right now.
Okay, hold on. I am in. I'm in. Let me see. Come on now. Where are the thing? My collections, my characters, my campaigns.
I
doing
apologize
it in
for the
my
audience. We seem to be having technical difficulties.
Oh, let me look at the game. Well, I can look at the game log on the mobile desktop version of it, but not. I don't know how to necessarily get to the
So,
how to necessarily get to the thing.
do you see the play button next to the game log?
Let me view campaign
Next to
again.
the next to a dice symbol, there's a play button. Or it could also be next to the campaign name.
Let me see. Let me look at the game log again.
Does it not work on the phone?
I mean, I use a
I'm not
desktop.
seeing
So.
it on my. I'm not seeing it on my desktop version here.
Well, Bailey is streaming it, so you could look through there and you could just tell me where to put. Tell me where to put you.
Okay. All right. And in the meantime, I'll try and figure out. Thank you,
Alright.
Bailey.
Is there a guy? Right.
But yes. Ooh, wow. That is a very cool. That map is fucking awesome.
Grazie.
1 sec. So you can see in its full glory.
Yes, that is amazing. I love that.
Who the fuck is this? Oh,
Alright. So,
just down.
so who's approaching the child?
Mox
I
throwing
guess-
I was tempted to be honest.
You're tempted to drop kick this child?
No, oh no, I'm
No.
not gonna drop the child. Different character. No. I'm just
Do
gonna
you want to send in the parent?
Do you want to send in the parent or the person that's most like a kid?
Well, that's
Maybe-
either
maybe
me or
the
you.
child
That's
would-
either me or you.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, maybe
that's
the
either
child-
Alari or Moxie. I think it's a three-way tie, to be honest.
Maybe the child would respond better to a child.
I'll go. Jessica just puts her hand up. Me, I wanna go.
You know what? Why don't we just both go?
Yay!
You two have fun dealing with that creature. I'm going to be staying up here and just, like I said,
Just,
looking
the
out.
rest of you stay close. If anything happens, you know what to do.
Kick the child.
No.
Child.
Don't kick
Oh.
the child.
Oh. Then what?
We talk to the child.
Yeah, but if things go wrong, then what? Then we kick the
But
child?
then that's plan B.
Okay.
But even then, don't try and kill it. It's still a kid.
Yeah, whatever you say, Damien. You fool. Go for it.
Middle
Jessica
child.
starts
I wanna
making
see
her
it.
way over.
Do you need me to move you, Damien?
Yes, please and thank you.
I'm gonna keep at least 5 feet distance, or like 10 feet distance, technically.
Is that good?
Yeah.
So,
I'll take one more step closer. Just kind of go, hello?
you see as she looks to you, and then she looks to Lillian, and then she locks her eyes to Lillian. Hello again. It's been a while.
Wait. Hold up.
Oh. Oh lord.
Have we met? I don't think I've met a child here before. I met this really annoying lady.
Damien just like starts rubbing his temples and just goes, "Sorry for my friend here.
Don't
Yeah,
say
little
sorry. The lady was really annoying.
Damien will just throw his hand over her Lilith's mouth. It's like, as I said, I'm sorry for our friend here.
She looks to you. It is alright. Last time she took quite the tumble.
I figured.
Mm.
Damien will uncover your mouth.
And she just looks at you and goes, and just sticks her tongue out.
It's like it's like dealing with the young ages again. It's like dealing with the kids when they were young. Just play along.
But what
Sorry.
happened to the lady, though, that was here? You're her daughter.
Do you come for knowledge? Or do you bring knowledge?
We here for a stone thing.
A stone?
You know, all. Yeah, there's a. Damien will point at the crack in the ground and just go, "There's a stone down there that we need to help our friend figure out who she is, and we have no real problem with you, but if you need something from us before we take that stone off your hands, I'm sure we could bargain."
Jessica's just like there scratching her neck like, I don't think that's a good idea. Don't forget what happened to my crew. My
Your name's
crewmates.
Lillian, it's not Jessica.
Lillian, sure, shut the...
No, I am tired, okay?
It is almost 3 a.m.
She
Hey,
locks.
we shouldn't
Okay.
have had
Make
we
mistakes.
shouldn't have had the talk we had before this. Otherwise, you might not be making so many mistakes.
I'm okay to make mistakes. It's 3 a.m.
So she looks to you, Damien.
Lillian scratches her neck and just like, yeah.
She looks to you, Damien, and then she gives a wide smile. Do you have
Ooh.
knowledge that I do not already possess?
Do you know how to make chicken nuggets?
She ignores Lillian.
Well,
Well, does she?
I have an idea.
Very valid answer. Very valid question to ask.
Damien has an idea. You remember the
Oh,
book
good.
that
For once.
the Astral Alpha was writing in, and when he met Ilari for the first time? Not the books from like their laboratory, the one he was writing in. When we
Who's
brought him in.
Damien saying this to?
As you are thinking about it, she speaks up. Oh, I don't mean anything about you, Damien, Moxie, Ilari, Cassandra, Phineas, and Lillian. I know all about you.
Can Phineas hear about that she just name dropped him?
Yes.
Phineas will prepare a firebolt it is and is between his horns.
Instantly, they just said my name. He must die.
And then
can I
she
look
locks
at
eyes with
Phineas and be like, no?
she locks eyes with you again, Damien, and she says, "Tell me something I do not know, or I could tell you something you do not know. Either way, it's a trade. And if you want to take this challenge, you can either choose to name something that she doesn't know, or for her to name something you don't know. Either she rolls an intelligence saving throw against your intelligence score, or you roll an intelligence saving throw against her intelligence score.
This feels scary.
I'm gonna just tell something that you could say.
Roll an intelligence score against hers.
Okay. Is your intelligence modifier above a +4?
Just say that. Just say what.
It is currently a +3, so I would be 22.
You fail.
What?
Oh,
Her intelligence
Damn.
is above a 22.
oh no.
Love it. Oh no.
So I meet it.
Oh no.
No, it's above a 22.
Oh, it's oh no.
Don't send me
Phineas
over there.
is-
I'm not knowledgeable.
Just the
Phineas
moment.
Phineas
I
is
guess the
gripping at his staff.
Let me
Nobody
send
can
a
see
little
this.
something.
Phineas is gripping at his staff right now. He is holding
Uh,
on to it for dear life, trying to rack his brain about about if he should just leave or not.
Trying to think of something he would tell her, or his thing to see if she knew it or not.
mhm. Maybe something about the astral elves, or about the ancient race, or the temple, or it's something about Guido. I don't know. Just like name something that.
Ask her how to make chicken piccata.
Oh, I know what he would tell her about. He'd tell her about the stone that the hound pressed and teleported away with.
Oh. So, as soon as you start mentioning some sort of stone and the hound, she says, "Don't try to say something that you don't know all about. I know all about this stone, and it's quite obvious you don't. So don't try." And
I just thought something so
Oh
stupid.
no.
everybody here, you see, it's almost like you have a shared vision, all separate but the same. Damien. Oh no, I'll start with Moxie. Moxie, you see something. Wait, no. He's deafened. He can't hear me.
Damn.
Can you hear me now, Moxie?
Uh-oh.
Orville?
Actually,
Orville.
Hello?
Yes. Can you hear me?
My microphone stopped working.
I sent you a
got
message.
it. Well,
My
everybody
microphone stopped
here
working. What's up?
sees
What
the
were you
same vision, but separate visions. Basically, you all receive a vision, and everybody else is able to see it as well. You, Moxie,
I see.
no, like you see it now. I'm about to describe it now.
Cool.
So,
Go ahead.
Orville, Moxie, you see as you're in a ship, and this ship looks very familiar. It's a lot smaller than the ship you have traveled around in for such a long time now. And you see, you look down at your body, and it's a pristine copper color, no sign of corrosion whatsoever. And you step forward, and you see next to you an old gnome sitting upon a palace chair with shaggy white hair, who seems to be focusing on driving. And then, like if you want, you could say something.
Like as Moxie back then or as Moxie now?
Either one. Whichever one you
Moxie
think
back
would
then. Moxie back then is going to say, "Can you actually tell me real quick what part of his story is this supposed to be, or is it just a random event?"
It's somewhat of a random event, but you know that it is only you and him.
Moxie is going to walk up to the white gnome, or the old gnome with the white
The white
hair.
gnome.
The white
The
gnome.
white gnome. That's my
Yeah.
favorite white gnome.
I'm assuming it's supposed to be Richard.
Yes.
Moxie is going to go up to him and say, "Richard, are you sure it is the best idea to be driving at this point? I've told you multiple times that you are not within the right mental state in order to be driving."
Oh.
And he looks over and he starts to speak, but the words from his mouth don't seem to be making any sort of noise. Like this is
Hello?
almost an incomplete vision. And
Not hear the last one.
oh, he starts to speak. And it doesn't seem like it's making any noise. Like it's almost muffled, like you're deafened in some way. And as soon as you finish your line, it switches to another person's point of view. Let's go with Phineas. Phineas, you see that well, everybody shares the same vision, so everybody sees this. But I'm pointing out who specifically it correlates to. Phineas, you see as, despite how short you already are, you see that you are a little bit shorter than usual, and you're walking down the pristine halls um, of a palace, a large castle, and what you see is a person like yourself, with somewhat darker hair, and he has a crown over his horns, and you recognize this to be your father.
Huh.
And um, and you seem very young at this age as he picks you up and puts you on his shoulders, as you guys do some playful banter with festivities just outside the window, and um, just like with Moxie's vision, you don't really hear anything come from this vision, um, despite uh, the despite your father actually speaking. And then it fades off, and now it shows Alari. What you see is you look around and it's not anything you recognize. Um, you see the sun. You see a high sun over a beautiful orchard-like village, village covered in trees of many different fruits, and people not unlike yourself, um, like joyously moving around, making their way, picking fruits and happily eating them, and um, they seem to not to be wearing the very simple garments, and um, you don't seem to have to be any other age than your current age, and you see this, and any sort of noises are also deafened still, and now Damien, um, Damien, you see, this was, I'd say, just after you had left the guild, and you look to see your daughter and your wife, and they seem happy to see you, and as they invite you over, and you seem to be in some sort of well kept house, and such, and you remember this day as a sigh of relief, but sort of a fear for the future, knowing what you had just resigned from, and then it switches to Lillian. You see a I need to double check something because you're new. Sorry.
It's all good.
Can I correct something real quick?
Yes.
Damien wouldn't see his wife because she was dead by the time he left the Ravens.
Right.
So he'd see his sister and his daughter.
His sister. I knew it was one of them. I'm sorry. Why are you not showing up in my messages, Bailey? I cannot see you.
I don't know. It's we didn't really go over too much. It's quite basic what we did. 1 second.
I know, but you should still appear in my messages. Just a moment.
I sent you a message.
Okay, I see you now. Thank you.
I'm gonna save Phineas's reaction for whenever all these versions are done. I'm gonna save all these like Phineas's reaction for like whenever everybody is out of the little spell.
Yeah. Lillian, you see, this is at a younger time than you are right now, and you see as you see your parents, who are tabaxi like yourself, as they hand you a small present, and you open it to find your silver flute, inside, and you start playing it joyfully, and then all of you hear the same voice. This could all be yours. You could go back to what was once a happier time. All I need is your knowledge, and I need everybody to make a wisdom saving throw.
No.
Oh,
A large
God.
little
Phineas
I ain't gonna
Phineas
pass
within
that.
his
I wanna see if it even. Wow, if I rolled an actual dice, I would have gotten a 19. Wow. Oh well.
Phineas within his little tree hideaway is what nobody can see him doing this, but those flaming tears that he has are streaming right now. He's just seen a man he hasn't seen in his life, and
I also
he
got
is
a 19.
currently trying to. He is currently trying to process just exactly what that was. He also got a 20 on his wisdom save, so
I got a
do
19,
have a-
and you also see Alari kind of crying as well.
You got a 19. Okay. Moxie.
I'm gonna use my heroic inspiration.
I haven't rolled it yet.
Okay.
Hold on, it's still loading. There we go. There we go. I got
do I
a
have
10.
anything that can get me
Okay, you
to
got a
move
10.
on, 'cause
Damien, go ahead and re-roll your dice using your inspiration.
— 17.
Nice. Okay, so the DC was 15. And Damien,
No.
Damien and Phineas, you guys snap awake, and you see as there is there appears to be a gaseous tentacle that emanates from the cracks, and and has approached every single member of the party. You see as Cassandra, Alari, Alari got a 19. You see as Cassandra, Moxie, Lillian, they appear. Their eyes all appear to be a glowing magenta as this gaseous form comes into this little girl that you saw, that you see before, and she seems to be looking through, like inspecting the gas as it emanates from each one of these, and currently whoever failed is incapacitated for now. And Damien, Alari, and Phineas, you are all awake.
I'm just staring at the ground, just blank face, and kind of having my face like shift a lot, like from like oh wow, like to awe to like sadness, and then to like angriness, as I'm just kind of like I'm trying to process what's happening.
Yeah, the stages of grief.
Kinda, yeah.
Phineas, despite him not being incapacitated, he stands atop like the stone-like branches of the tree, just hyperventilating, trying to understand what exactly is happening, but he can't make heads or tails of it. This firebolt that he's been storing, he realizes what he has, and he begins to his wings snap open, and he starts flying directly towards this entity with this flame within him. He gets up to like maybe 10 feet right up in her face, and he will cast Burning Hands on her.
Alright. Before you do that, you see as she looks to you, and then she clicks her tongue. Well, it seems you haven't taken my bargain. And you see as her form grows, her form gets covered in this gaseous purple gaseous purpleness, as you see as she grows 3 times in size, I believe. And she's covered in these gaseous tentacles, and
oh no.
No, I smell a boss battle coming up. I don't think we're prepared.
If only you knew.
I can't do shit.
No. I don't. What?
Bailey, would it scare you
Oh,
more if
no.
I told you I helped him with this one?
No, not really.
Damn, I was hoping.
Damn.
He did.
He
by the way.
didn't. He did not.
Well,
Don't
well,
let him
that
lie to
actually-
you.
No, but
That
the
would
thing
actually
is,
scare me.
it's Zoe, and at the moment it is 3 a.m. and I'm too tired to bother if he did or not.
Damn.
And you see
Ah.
as this huge form of a being emerges and looks to all of you. And I need anybody who is not incapacitated to roll for initiative.
Damn it.
Oh.
Boy, Alari's pissed. This is gonna be fun.
Nat 20.
I'm
I got
24.
I got
Nice.
a
I'm
dirty 20.
patient shit.
Alright.
Dirty 20 for me.
Okay.
I got a 15.
Alright. So you got 15. Just a moment. Ah! Did you guys get kicked off the map?
No, I'm still here.
It seems I had some sort of connection issue. Interesting. So, Alari, the being, now I need Phineas, and Damien. So Alari got a 15, you said?
Yes.
Damien, what was your total?
24.
24. Phineas?
20.
20. Okay. Okay. Wow. The being and the tentacles got 18. Loop. So, Phineas, you're up.
Okay. As he was going to do before, he's not necessarily in his right state of mind.
Not Phineas, Damien, I'm sorry. Damien.
Oh, I was about to say, I was like, hey, maybe he's going first, but okay, I'll take it.
Just for confirmation, because of the thing growing in size, Phineas is within 5 feet of it, right?
Yes, and you are too.
Cool. Which means stabby stabby.
Yep,
Let's see if I hit.
Stabby.
24 or to hit.
Yep, that hits.
Okay, meaning I'm going to do 1d8 and my sneak attack.
Mm-hmm.
7 plus 8, so 15.
You stab at this thing with your rapier, and it seems to, the gas seems to coalesce around it, and it doesn't do as much as you hope.
Okay. Well, I'm going
Sorry,
to.
I might have fucked this up a little.
I don't know what I should do. I don't know if I should disengage and back up or just move to the side a bit. I'm going to disengage.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to back up and move as close as I can to the tentacle that is attached to Moxie.
Okay. So right there?
By the way, did anybody see my ANF general?
No.
The fuck no.
You should
Let me
check
look.
it out.
It's pretty funny.
That is my turn.
Got it.
All right.
Yeah. Okay. So that's Damien. Now it's Phineas.
Phineas still is going through his initial emotions of seeing this man he has never seen before in his entire life, not to his knowledge that he can remember. And he is going to just, with flaming tears within his eyes, cast Burning Hands at a 3rd level on this creature.
Mm-hmm.
We are going
double
to.
check something.
It is a DC 16.
Okay, and it has advantage on this.
Shit. So I won't roll for damage until I get the
Ooh,
until I
got 13.
until I. Ha! Perfect.
It got 13
Right.
with
So
advantage.
16 fire damage to this. It is a 15-foot cone, but looking at the map, I'm sure it's not necessarily gonna hit anything else or anybody else. It's just
I
gonna
mean, you
take up the
can
entire
hit one
space
of the
of this.
tentacles.
Then he will. Yeah, he's just one hand towards her or this creature, one hand towards the tentacle. These two different cones will just like.
So you said 16 or 18?
16.
Okay, it takes 8.
Oh.
Since it is a magical attack.
Shit.
And you see as the tentacle gets bent to a crisp, and it's like it's eviscerated, annihilated.
Phineas will take this opportunity to turn to Damien and say, hit that weird rising thing. Hit that weird rising thing with everything you have.
That's the plan.
Good. Don't fuck it up. As he does this, he will use he will give Damien a bardic inspiration for his bonus action. And he will just glare. He will end his turn glaring at this being from which knowledge he didn't consent to learning. Still fresh in his mind.
Okay, and as you glare at this being, it glares at you back, and it is going to look at you, and and it's going to challenge you. You need to make an intelligence saving throw.
Oh, great. All right. This is gonna be great. And I'm -1 intelligence, so I'm at
It's still a
14,
+2.
right?
It's still a +2.
Okay. All right. Let's see it. That would be an 18. Oh wait, no, not an 8. Yeah. Yes, actually.
It'd still be 19. You pass.
Oh, really?
And after it stares at you, it eyes at you and tries to. You feel your head start to hurt a little bit, but you power through it, and you don't seem affected by what it just tried to do. And then it'll it'll pull out one of its tentacles as it forms a sharp claw, and it's going to attack you.
Can I? Phineas would like to. Let me see. Do I still have mine? Yes, He will. He will put his hands up, and as a reaction, use silvery barbs on it.
All right. So roll at disadvantage.
All right.
Well,
Yep.
it got a 13.
My AC is 14. I don't think does that hit. I don't think so. I don't know.
It doesn't. And he's going to try a second time.
Well, there goes my. Well, that's yeah. No, Phineas, as it goes into swipe, he will just cast this brand of like this beetle horn jamming into it to kind of throw it off its game. For its first swipe, at the very least, he's not going to be able to do anything for the second one.
Let's see. I'm rolling bad today. Okay, it missed again. So it tries to attack you 2 different times, but your first one you venture away with your beetle horn, and as he tries to attack with the second one, you move slightly to make sure that it doesn't hit. It makes no purchase, and then let's see what else I have. I have nothing else. That is his turn.
Phineas gets scared.
And
Phineas will just stare defiantly at it and just spit. Just creature.
And I need everybody who is currently awake to make an intelligence saving throw, and anybody who is incapacitated can make another wisdom saving throw.
Intelligence.
Alright.
Yep, Alari, Damien, and Phineas make intelligence saving throws. Moxie, Lillian make wisdom saving throws.
I got a 21.
15.
That is 17.
Yay!
Alright. Damien?
21.
Nice.
Gosh. So, Lillian, did you make a saving throw?
They went to the toilet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She could do that another time. Lillian could do that another time.
Yeah.
So, everyone passes, actually. So, anybody... so, Moxie, you awake, and you can roll for initiative. And Alari, Damien, and Phineas, you feel this energy try to pierce into your mind. But you power through, like before. And Moxie, you got a 2.
Technically, I got an at 1, but still.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Okay. Now it's the tentacles. So, let's see. One is going to attack Alari. So, let's see. It's I got a 24. Does that hit Alari?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yes. Hang on 1 second. Can I use a reaction?
To do what?
Okay. I'm trying to see something real quick. Oh, I don't think I can. I'm just gonna let this one hit.
Okay. You take 10 points of necrotic damage.
Ooh.
Ouch.
I should have used cutting words on it. I should have used cutting words on the thing. Oof.
I have a reaction, but it only reduces
Well-
it to like a certain amount, and I don't think I can do that for it.
Well, Phineas, you actually already used your reaction.
Shit, you're right this round. Yeah, I forget how that works. Combat's not my strongest suit, and when it comes to D&D, I am sorry.
It's alright. One is going to attack Damien. And it does a 17 hit.
Yes. Reaction, uncanny dodge, half whatever damage as it does to me.
Okay. It does a total of 8 necrotic, and you will take 5.
You mean 4?
Yes, 4.
Okay.
And let's see. Bailey, are you back?
I'm back.
You need to make a wisdom saving throw.
That's 14 plus. What is it? 14 plus 2, so that's 16.
Yep, you pass.
Oh,
So you are now awake. You can roll for initiative.
okay. This is
Um,
where we like
And
to
a
have-
tentacle is about to attack you.
My initiative is 11. It's about to attack me. This is fun. D&D Beyond, I hate you right now.
Does a 21 hit?
Yes, the 21 hits.
Okay. You
D&D
are
Beyond,
going to
everybody.
take. Man, I'm rolling very terribly. 7 necrotic damage.
That's really good for us. Sorry, Wes.
It's alright.
It's okay. Okay.
It's okay. I'm okay.
Hey,
Oh,
okay.
God. God, I fucking hate that. I hate it. Why did that become? Why did I get a sequel of all things?
I don't know. It shouldn't have
Fucking-
gotten a sequel because I like that movie, but it's like the sequel sucks.
Nobody and Juliet, you
Goofy
mean?
as shit.
My
Nothing wrong
sister-
with Juliet.
My sisters tried to watch Sherlock Gnomes, and they said that they fell asleep in the middle of it. It was so bad.
Fair enough, yeah.
It was pretty bad. It was pretty
Wasn't a
bad.
good movie.
I haven't seen it.
I wish I
it's
fell
so
asleep
good.
when I went. I wish
For
I
me,
fell
it's so
asleep when I
bad
watched the
that-
Minecraft movie last week. That was dog shit.
The
I'm gonna be
Minecraft movie
honest,
was
that was-
purposely cringy, though. I kind of enjoyed it a little bit.
Purposely or
After the
not, it
session, I'll
sucks.
record. After the session, I'll send the chicken jockey that we all had the opportunity in participating in. But we shall continue combat.
Yeah, continue.
I will
combat.
say it was cute how they referenced Technoblade. That was pretty good.
Yeah, I loved that. That was amazing.
Actually, that was really
Um,
nice, honestly.
Okay, Alari,
That's
it's
the
your
only thing
turn.
I'll give him credit for. So as you guys are doing all that, and I got hit by it, you'll see Alari baring her teeth, kind of, and just kind of making her eyes, and her eyes are like glowing slightly with like an anger you guys never seen, and her whole body is going to shift and change, and you see that her mouth is like slitting. So like basically it looks like she can unhinge her jaw.
Oh my god, so wait, it's gonna be like in part 7. Part
I
7
was
for
thinking-
JoJo.
I'm going into rage.
I was
Pale.
thinking the Demigorgon from Stranger Things. When you said the mouth splits.
I was thinking
and, like,
Diego.
it splits in 4
I was
ways.
thinking of Diego Brando.
Yeah, slightly.
Oh wait,
But yeah, you see her spine. You see like something like little spinals, those little things that are on lizards that are kind of like poking out of her tail, and it kind of grows longer to like 10 feet because that's the
Oh
reach
fuck,
of
she's
the
a
tail.
Wendigo.
I will say,
oh,
remember,
hey.
you can only choose one of the features for the rage.
I got that, but I'm just saying like
Mm-hmm.
it'll.
Yeah.
Look, I will say for my beast to former beasts, the more prominent one of my features are, the more it is. But I'm still like going into like a form where
Mhm.
like I'm still going into like a bestial form.
Like you're angry,
But
angry.
yes, I'm just
I'd like to
angry.
imagine Alari like gets like honestly, I'd like to imagine Alari gets like little plates on along her spine that like a little buffer and a little plates along her spine, kind of like some
Stegosaurus.
Godzilla shit.
I have been thinking. I will say I
Not,
have been
not
thinking
like
of like a half form and a full form for what Alara looks like when she's not in shape shifting. Because remember, the Alara you see is not really an Alara. Isn't it's not really Alari,
yeah,
but it's more
of
like
course.
her disguise. So that's not
Yeah.
her real form. So when she
Oh
goes
god, we
into
almost
full
have the
form, that
whole.
is her real form.
Oh, now we all we need is the little green men. Little green men in our party, and then we'd have like the entire trope going on
That's funny.
of just like
But that's funny. But you do see like my tail start to get spiky. You see like a spiky end to the tail. It's like if I whip my tail out, it could hurt. It can do some damage. 1d6, 1d8. I mean, but you just see me kind of like get on the ground and kind of roar loudly because I'm just like I'm too angry for words, and there's and I'm going to go in. And this is not my rage, but do you mind if I bite?
Yeah, go
I'm just
ahead.
doing an unarmored attack for biting. It's not my bestial form. It's not my
Yeah, go ahead.
beast rage. Awesome. That's an unarmed strike, right?
Yes.
Awesome.
No one bites like a lion.
Got a 15.
15 will hit. How much damage?
I will do. It's only 3 damage, but I'm gonna do it twice. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and do it twice. So I'm gonna go ahead and roll twice.
Make a second attack.
17.
Okay, they both hit, and it is just enough. You chomp at this tentacle,
It
and
is.
you rip it in
Yeah.
half. You rip it in half, and even though it is gaseous, it still seems like it's biological in a way, and uh, you effectively just cut it in half. Um,
And then I will. Oh, I forgot to check on the rage. Yes. Yes. And then I will, as I am doing that, you'll see kind of like I don't know if it has blood, but it's just like you'll kind of see like a wild shit, like a wild thing in my eyes. More or less like you'll see her kind of her eyes get more or less like lizard like, more like slit, more feral, and you'll see me just kind of running towards the beast, going up behind Phineas and Lillian, and I'm just going to go
Ooh.
uh because I'm going straight for this being. And I'm going to that's funny, I have jumping. But I am going to run at it. But that's going to be my movement.
mm-hmm.
So
Do
I
you need
will
me to
go
move you,
out
or are you
like
gonna move you?
30 feet.
Okay.
So like that's I'm gonna go like 20. Whee! Right behind, right behind. To your left. And that's
Mm.
going to be my turn.
Okay. And I will say, Lillian and Moxie, you are excused from this round, so it's gonna skip you two, and you will
Damn.
be on next round.
That's fine.
And that top of the round. Let's see. Did I have something set for top of the rounds? Yes. Um,
Oh no.
he looks.
Mm.
To
Please
this
don't be a kid.
being looks to you all, and he roars out, "I thirst for knowledge." And
You can test for
anybody
these nuts instead.
anybody can challenge it to a knowledge duel, like the one that Damien had done
silencing it.
before.
I'm
So
not
anybody-
gonna try it. That's gonna be so
Nope.
bad for me. I don't have
Yeah.
Anybody
I don't
who
have
wants
no
to
intelligence.
try can either choose for the being to make a saving throw against your intelligence score, or you make an intelligence saving throw against the being's intelligence score.
Not
And
worth
then
it.
Can
we'll
I make
say,
her? Can I make her roll against me?
your intelligence is an 8, right? It's a 7.
It's 7 actually.
Oh,
Let me just say it will automatically succeed.
Just
I don't
do it.
care.
Just unless they get in that one. Unless they get in that one. That's what I'm saying.
Even if they get not one.
God damn.
Alright, I will say this for brevity. It has a plus. Let me double check. It has a plus 10 to its intelligence save.
Fucking hell. You needed that
Jesus.
20 basically to beat that. To beat it.
So, in order for you to beat it, you will have to make at least a 24. For it to beat
Or
you.
that 20.
So, for it to beat you, it needs to roll above your intelligence score. So, really, the only people that can, it used to be Damien, but there's one reason why I was decreasing your intelligences, is because I wanted this to be a Hail Mary pass, basically. So anybody, basically anyone who has higher than an 11 for their intelligence has a chance of outsmarting.
What happens
I will
to
say-
me when I fail?
I think we're gonna find out if you're the one who takes the fall.
I'm taking the fall, man.
No.
Okay,
Don't do it.
so you're gonna have it roll against you, or you roll against it.
It's rolling against me.
Okay, what fact are you saying?
What? Wait, what?
What
What
fact
are you saying?
are you stating to this being that you think it doesn't know, but obviously does?
It's going to say, can it lie? Can I lie to her?
I will say it will be able to determine truth from lies.
Shit. Okay, I'll say, you know what, fuck it. Make her roll against me.
Okay.
Or make me roll against her. Make me roll against her. Make me roll.
You should,
I don't know
okay,
what to
but
say to her.
let me just say I got a 29.
And I got a 5.
Oh no!
Lexi got
What
a
have you
5.
done, Orville? Mom?
So, what are you
Mark,
telling it?
no.
It tells you. Do you know the secrets of the universe?
Moxie's going to say yes.
I find
How
what's
many
the
planets are
consequences
there
if you-
in the How many planets are there in the Robux system?
Moxie is going to think for a second, and he's going to say, "That is a trick question. There are no planets in the robust system."
Wrong. And you are now rattled. So it says
Rattle 'em, boys.
the
It's no damn skeletons again.
So the target's brain is rattled, and you. Oh yeah, you take damage too.
Oh,
Damn.
100 D10. No.
Ooh. Yeah, I rolled decently high for this. You take 19 psychic damage.
Ooh, wow.
Um,
That is
you have
that's almost half.
you have disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls. Um, and you could take a bonus action to try to unrattle yourself with an intelligence saving throw.
Is it going to continue to hurt me?
No, but all of your attacks and um, ability checks will be disadvantaged.
Okay. I guess I'll wait till my turn.
And whenever you cast the spell, you must make a DC 15 intelligence saving throw, or that action is wasted.
Oh, fuck you.
So basically, if you try to challenge this
Wait, what?
guy and
I have
he
to-
gets, if you try to challenge this guy and the difference between the failure is above 15, then it's an automatic fail for his knowledge rattle attack. So basically, it's only if you fail too badly.
Damn.
Sounds like some Pathfinder shit.
For real.
So, if you guys were closer, then you wouldn't have this effect. But it's an automatic fail of this knowledge rattle ability that he has if you make that big of a difference between the challenge. Does anybody else want to take the challenge?
I'm dumb as
No,
bricks.
What hypothetically, what would happen if somebody were to win against it?
You can make an insight check.
An insight check against this. Okay, yeah, sure. That's what Phineas is going to do. Let me see. Come on. I got a dirty 21.
Okay.
I got a pretty.
So you get the feeling that if you were to give this creature what it wants, then it will let you go.
Hmm. I don't know. All right.
Hey, you have got a 25% chance. No. 20% chance.
That doesn't instill me with any more confidence, West.
Just wait for him to say, wait, no. Just wait for him to say, wait, no.
I will say,
50% chance.
you guys can try this again as a bonus action. So this isn't the only time that you could do it. So, hypothetically, this is me giving you guidance. If you want your reaction back for Silvery Barbs, you could wait until your turn and use a bonus action to try to challenge him.
Okay, so Phineas is just basically gonna ask it. Phineas is going to ask it if it knows something. What do I have to roll for that again?
So, he will have to make an intelligence saving throw against your intelligence score.
Okay. My intelligence score currently.
14.
All right. Currently, yes. Right now, without its modifier, is 14.
So if it gets below a 14, then you are able to name something it doesn't know. But if it gets above, then nothing happens. But if it gets up to a 29 or 30, you get the automatic fail.
Okay.
Remember,
Alright.
it has a +10, so that must roll
Yeah.
lower than
Oh, that's
three.
Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
It gets a 23.
Let's do it. Fuck me.
But nothing happens because it wasn't a huge fail.
Alright. Phineas is still basically what would happen in the game is just like Phineas would just look at the being and just be like, "Do you know of the one they call the Mind Goblin?"
No.
Mind Goblin, he's nuts.
Oh god.
And that's a ban for everybody in the chat.
I said no to
What
that.
did I
Okay.
do?
Okay,
I
I'm
didn't
sorry.
do
Bailey,
anything.
Bailey, you're safe. Don't worry.
Aw.
I, by the way, am 100% kidding. If that's not clear.
Oh yeah.
No, of course, no, I know.
Oh no,
I
I'm
must
definitely
ask-
kicked.
I must ask, do they know
Yeah.
about Dis-and-D's?
You can ask them that when it's
Who's
something
Dis
in
and
there.
D's?
The twins.
The twins, we don't talk about them.
Do you know any good parodies?
Well, I mean, does Pan? I mean, actually, shit, I don't know. I don't know
Anyway,
about that. I don't know interviews right now. Anyways,
Combat.
unless you want to talk about like Weird Al making parody songs.
Parodies nuts. Anyways,
Right, my out.
top of the round. Anybody else want to try, or should we go to Damien?
I think we should just go to Damien.
Let's go to
That's
Dame.
just me though. That's
Okay,
just me
Damien.
though. Everybody else has a say in all of this. So I'm just saying I think it's
Mhm.
better if we go for attacking this piece of shit.
Yeah.
Okay, Damien. Remember, as a bonus action, you could try to challenge it again. Okay, Damien. your turn.
Yeah, no thanks. Good. There's a tentacle in front of me, so stabby stabby.
Stabby. Okay.
Stabby tentacle.
That's a nat 1.
Nah. Yep.
Oh, fucking
It misses.
Rough.
Should I be mean? Should I make a counter attack because of the nat 1?
That tentacle will remember
Nah,
what you tried to
okay.
do to it.
The tentacle
Alright.
will remember that. The tentacles.
I'm gonna do the bonus action, I guess, and stab at it with dagger.
Mm-hmm.
9.
Yeah, that misses as well.
Son of a. Swipe. Miss. Goes, son of a. Damn it, Moxie, why must you be trapped by this damn thing? We need you back,
Not
buddy.
anymore.
He is back.
I thought he failed his wisdom save.
He succeeded on the
Yeah.
being's turn, but he had to wait until this round in order to be able to do anything.
Oh,
Oh, he
Well,
failed the intelligence
yeah.
check against the being, and he's currently rattled.
got it. So, reverse time real quick. Damn
Alright,
this thing, I must use a move.
you gonna do anything?
I've used my turns.
Yep.
So, no.
Okay, Phineas, you're up.
Alright. Is going to. Who's in need of healing? Who's in need of healing?
Not,
is what
not
I'll
many people are really damaged, so except Boxy.
Well, Phineas will go ahead and do his. Oh wait, I have the opportunity to do something I've never done as a sorcerer. Okay.
Something useful?
Something. Well, not well. Fuck you. um, so let me look at my spells really fast. Man, I wish I could change my Chaos Bolt. Right, hold on. I need to change like. I would like to change the Chaos Bolt um within the D&D Beyond, but it's not letting me. I would like to. I would just say I'd turn it to fire, but actually Phineas is feeling nasty, so he's probably going to use the acidic type, and he is going to cast a third level Chaos Bolt on both the Being of Infinite Knowledge.
Twin spell.
Yeah.
Nice.
For once, I finally get to do that. And let me look at Bailey. Let me look at the green and the tentacle next to Lillian. So I need to roll for that.
It's a ranged spell attack, so being within 5 feet of one of the targets will make that a disadvantage.
Then Phineas will provoke an attack of opportunity and fly maybe 15 feet in the air, 15 feet backwards.
Okay, let's see. I'll go to do an attack of opportunity. Does a 18 hit?
An 18 is unfortunately going to hit.
Okay. Let's see the type of damage from his claw. Okay. You take 12 points of slashing damage and 7 points of necrotic damage.
Okay, so 12. So if
I'm starting
19.
to think he actually did make this boss fight with Zaro.
Maybe.
No, I
No
just
comment.
wanted it. I wanted it to be either a very hard boss battle. It's gonna be a very hard boss battle. And I based this off a stat block of an existing enemy. I took inspiration from that stat block.
Okay. So third level. I technically need to roll twice, right? Roll both of the hit DC and the damage.
Yeah.
Okay. So first one is going to be a 23. I'm going to send that directly into the Being of Infinite Knowledge's nebulous face. And the other one is going to be a 22. So that is also going to hit that pinnacle right there.
They both hit.
So Phineas will just fly, and as soon as he gets slapped, you kind of see this. You kind of see the this. Like he gets slashed pretty decently, and he's got a few cuts now. Currently now bleeding this sort of like vibrant purplish greenish blood. It's sort of like pearlescent in a way. And he is going to hold his hands in between his horns and grab 2 green glowing balls and just hurl them at both the tendril and the Being of Infinite Knowledge's face, to be more specific. And he is going to roll a 10 to damage the face and a 7 to damage the tentacle. So this is doing acid damage.
You shoot these 2 things of acid, one at the being and one at the tentacle, and the tentacle melts away as it is covered in this acid. And it removed it from the initiative. How dare. And you aim it at the being, and its Doesn't take as much damage as you were hoping, but still.
He's not going for damage necessarily. He's just going to fuck its face up. Because
And
he
you
was
still
spiteful
have your
about it.
bonus action.
He could technically cast.
I mean,
No, he can't.
in
I'm
my
trying to think about
opinion,
what he could do.
in my opinion, it is worth going for the 20% chance to end the fight, and only a,
Yeah,
a
you
10%,
would. You would want it.
and a 10% chance
Alright.
of only a 10% chance of failing outright.
Oh, that's the music gone right now.
Music. How dare?
Phineas will take that. I guess Phineas is gonna try and do exactly what he did the first time around.
Okay.
When he changed his being.
Mm-hmm. So it's gonna make an intelligence save.
Mm.
Are you going to be doing silvery vibes?
Phineas would love to actually. Phineas would actually. Let me see if I can look. I need to read the description for cutting words. Yeah. Yeah. Phineas before he locks eyes with this creature, and he just says, "You may know everything, but do you know of a single being who can love such a revolting?"
Okay.
He's going to. I'm now going to roll for that d6, and I will have you subtract exactly one from the roll.
You are not going to believe this.
That's 20.
No, no way. Did the one matter?
I got a total of 15, which met your DC. And you reduced it by one.
God! No way!
Does meat beat or does meat fail?
He looks to you. As you say, do you know anyone who could love such a hideous monster? Are you talking about him or yourself?
That is his
I'm
response.
talking
Are you
about
talking
it.
about me or you?
Talk about him.
I'm talking about it. Yes.
Talk about you?
I'm talking about the
monster.
I'm talking to the being of infinite knowledge, because let's be honest, people can. I think Phineas is actually going to voice this. You can give people anything they want, but I saw those pirates on the ship. They were in a stupor. They don't have the ability to love. They don't have the ability to truly love because they are living in a vision of your own creation. I don't know who that man was that you showed me, but if you're looking for some sort of knowledge, I can guarantee you that a creature such as yourself will harbor no love, no mercy, at least from me. If it were my choice, I would smite you down with the flames of Kefri. But I think having you live with the knowledge that you will never be loved the way another humanoid loves another is enough of a pain, is enough of a hell to go through.
It looks to you. And you see, despite its grotesque form, you see that it's reliving something. And you see as it shrinks down back to the young girl. And and it looks up to you and says, "Love has always been a tricky subject for me. I never understood it. Love has caused wars. Love has ended wars. Love has the strange effects on all who are in its grasp. I never understood how or why this happens, so I never pondered the thought of having it myself. You have given me knowledge I had not possessed before. And for this, it's my deal to let any who know more free. And perhaps share some knowledge that I know that you do not."
Phineas is going to, as he's looking down at being is talking to him, and he's going to land right in front of it, give it the glare of 1,000 suns, and turn to Alari and Damien and wave them over before walking away, kicking some dust behind him as he's fixing his hair, fixing any strands that have fallen in his face.
You'll see Alari kind of shake her head slightly, like she's trying to get out of her rage, but she can't quite. And so she's just going to stalk slightly.
Damien will just kind of quietly walk up and look around again for where that stone was that we knew was in the area. Kind of ignoring the kid.
Go ahead and make an investigation check. And remember, you have reduce it by 1.
So it's a 15.
You look around for the stone piece, for the piece of the compass, and you don't find it. But the being notices you trying to look for it, and it announces to you, "You will find it in time." And it turns back to Phineas. "What is it that you want to know?"
Truth be told, I don't know. I don't want to know anything about my. That's not why we're here. I couldn't care less about what happened. And though you showed me a vision of a man I'd never met before, or never known, I couldn't care less about what that meant. So, why don't you ask our lizard friend here? She is the one searching. I have nothing to look for. Other than maybe a nice bath to clean myself off from these gashes you gave into my beautiful form. So ask the lizard, not me.
She looks over to Alari.
I kind of growl her. I don't know how to describe the sound she makes, because I've heard it before, and I don't know how to describe it, but it's like very... No, it's like when you growl, and it does like the very, very elongated hiss at the end. Like the whole body.
Oh, like a gator hiss. Like a gator
kinda,
hiss.
Yeah, kind of. But it's like much deeper, much guttural. And I kind of just look at it.
Lizard, it's not a threat
That's one of the
anymore.
pieces.
The only thing it's going to be a threat to is whatever knowledge that may still be locked up in your head. Which, knowing you, isn't a lot. So, calm yourself.
I kind of growl at Phineas. This is probably the first time I've ever like very mean to Phineas, but I am gonna like growl kind of at him. Do like the same kind of growl towards him, but I am going to like try to shift my my body back to Alari, but it's like it's still taking a bit of time, more or less.
At least be lucid enough to ask and get proper answers. Because that thing, he once again glares at the form of the being of infinite knowledge. That thing has the answers you will seek. If we're to ever find out what happened to your people, that thing will have the knowledge.
I do kind of hear Phineas's words as well, and I look towards Damien, I look towards everybody, and I realize like I'm being looked at a lot, and I'm just going to like shrink back slightly, and like Ilari is still in like a half transformed state. Like her eyes are still kind of wild and stuff, but she does like shake her head enough to be like, "I'm okay, I guess." And I will like walk towards the being, and I will look at them, and it's like, and I'm gonna say, you showed me what's it called? An orchard? I've read about it in books, but I've never actually quite seen it in real life. With beings that I don't know. Is that my people? Were those the ones that got wiped away, or where did I come from?
You see as the being looks to you. I only showed you once you have something you have once known. If you have forgotten it, I will enlighten you. You see, this was a long time ago. Before what you say, before you guys were wiped out. And this planet that was its origin has been long gone.
I don't care if it's long gone. I just want to know where I'm from, what I am. There's nothing on me. You are the being of everything. You must know who I am, or what I am. Look at this! And I tell her, and I tell the being of like, as I'm showing like my features, I've never seen any other being like me before. I want to know at least that if I'm alone, I'm alone. But please tell me anything.
All I do know is that, in a sense, you aren't alone in two ways. You do appear to have beings that you call friends or teammates. And as far as I know, you are not the last of your kind. All I don't know where these others are. I know that you aren't the last.
You don't know where they are, but you know where they. But
I know they
I'm
exist.
not alone.
I know they exist, but I know not where they are.
How?
The answer may be in this. And she she turns to the large crack behind her. She reaches inside, and you see the familiar bluish green light as another piece of the shard. It's um, it's bigger than the others, about as big as the two others combined, and she hands it to you.
I'm about to like move my hand to snatch it, but I do remember, but I like calm myself more, and I just like gently take it and I put it with the rest of them.
She gives no resistance when you take it, and um, you see that it connects to the it connects like a puzzle piece to the other um, to the bigger shard that you had just recently got from the temple, um, and um, and you see as she looks to every one of you. Now that is the end of our agreement. You must away.
That's
The
it.
pirates wanted to leave too.
You heard the thing. Let's go.
Wait.
Sean and his group wanted to leave.
What are we waiting for? What is it, long ears? We don't have all day.
I can't understand. I can't understand the vision. The I can't understand the vision.
Nobody can.
Richard is
Yeah.
gone, but Richard is lost. But Richard is not gone. Richard is lost. Richard is lost. But I know where his body is.
Moxie.
But there's no sign sign of
Moxie.
life.
Buddy, calm down.
Richard
It's
is
a
gone.
vision. It's not-
Richard is not gone. Richard is lost.
Rich is gone, buddy. Buddy, he's gone. It was
Richard
a
is
vision.
lost.
It was a-
Richard is lost.
It's a
Sorry.
dream. Okay? It was just a dream. It just showed you something that you wanted. It didn't show you what was real.
It was real once
Yeah.
before.
Where is Richard? Richard is lost.
You
Where
know exactly
is
where.
Richard?
Moxie, you know exactly where he is. He hasn't
No,
moved.
no sign of life. No sign of life. Where is Richard? Richard, where is Richard? No sign of life.
Phineas is
I'm
going to
gonna-
turn to Olari and just move his head towards Moxie as he wipes some blood off from his brow, and he turns to
And-
the being of infinite knowledge.
I was gonna go over there.
I
Yeah, I
know.
was gonna go over there. So like, you perfect. So you just like turn right in time. Laurie is going to like go over and like, it's still in her transformed state. So it's like, you kind of do see closely like her scales kind of peeking out. It's kind of going. It's kind of shifting underneath her. It's kind of shifting in her skin a little bit. You see her claws, although not prominent enough, more or less like just kind of blackened magenta, not magenta, what's it called, like, yeah, blackened magenta color, like a dark, like a deep purple, almost black,
Crimson.
like covering her hands. It's close but not really, but it's and then you see her and she's gotten kind of taller and kind of bigger, but not exactly. And you see her mouth kind of like not heal up, but it looks like it's healing up in fast pace. And I'm going to go over to Moxie, and I'm going to go and hug Moxie, and I'm just going to go, "It's okay, Moxie. We're both confused." And I'm going to go and, like, guide Moxie back to where we were.
Moxie will continue his rant, frantically, quickly, and incomprehensibly.
While they
Phineas
do that,
turns to the
Damien's
beam. Oh,
Say
my
what?
bad. Go for it, Damien, go for it.
Damien's going to look at the all-powerful, all-knowing creature one last time and say again, Sean and his pirates, are they allowed to leave? Or are you keeping him in here too?
They have always been allowed to leave, but that doesn't mean they have the ability to.
So do we have the ability to leave?
Do you speak of his voice?
I don't care. We just want to leave. We are getting out of
We want
here.
to leave. And we want to make sure that Sean can leave too.
Thanks. Yeah. That would be very nice. He would turn to Lillian in this instance and just, she's just. I would assume that if Bailey were here to keep RPing, that she'd just be like a little more silent about everything.
Mm-hmm. And you see as she looks to Lillian, and she taps Lillian's flute, and it glows a little bit. And then she looks to you, Phineas, and hands you a collapsed spyglass that is slightly glowing in the same magenta color. And then she whispers something to your ear, which I will tell you after the session.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh. Why don't you DM it to me as we keep on with our role play, because I want to at least have us say it when the session completely finishes.
Mm-hmm.
Phineas will just snatch it from her hands, not even caring if he hurt the form of this being, and just glare at her. Creatures like you make me sick. Preying on people who seek what they want, never ever able to find it, never able to fulfill it. You trap them in a prison. Death is what they want, but is that what they need at this moment? If you're being of infinite knowledge, why don't you guide them instead? Sickening, revolting. And he's gonna snap his wings open and just fly in the direction of the front of the ship.
Okay, and you see, and as everybody else, does everybody else follow pursuit?
Yep, I'm already leaving with Moxie because I'm
Mhm.
trying to comfort him.
And everyone can get their original intelligence back, and you can get either a +2 to your intelligence or a feat of, or the skilled expert feat or the skilled feat.
Ooh.
So 3 proficiencies, a proficiency and expertise, and an ability score increase, or a +2 to your intelligence.
Oh, I think Phineas is gonna. Yeah, I think Phineas is gonna come out of this a little smarter. So I'm gonna go ahead and add that.
Hold on, what were our options again? You said what feats were there?
The skilled feat, which is 3 proficiencies of your choice. The skilled expert feat, which is a proficiency and expertise and a +1 to an ability score, or +2 to your intelligence.
I have no idea what I should take.
Oh, is this for everybody?
Yes.
Ooh. So it's skilled,
Mm-hmm.
skill expert,
Mm-hmm.
or just +2 intelligence?
Yes.
Awesome.
You see, I'm a merciful DM. Don't ever say that I'm not.
Okay. No, you're
You know what?
no, you're right. No,
Honestly, I
you're
will
good.
say, yeah, that could have
No,
gone.
you're good. That really
Especially,
could have, but I'm. Oh, that was so hype. That was actually really hype for me.
especially because especially because Phineas, if you didn't snap Alari out of it, she would have gone for the being, and if someone were to try and hold her back, she probably would have hurt somebody.
Oh,
I'm just saying that now. I wasn't gonna try and hurt anybody, but I had a set path for like I am mad if someone doesn't snap me out or anything, I'm going to go for it. And if that being doesn't say anything, I'm gonna hurt them. And if anybody gets in my way, I'm gonna hurt them.
So
yeah.
you guys start heading back. And you guys make your way to Sean Shanty's ship. And you climb, Phineas, you fly, but the others, you climb the rope ladder back onto the deck and into the captain's quarters. And he was waiting there, pacing back and forth.
Phineas is obviously leading the charge, and he's not going into this with the bravado of a fan. He's just going into this. He's obviously he's obviously changed a little bit more than he would care to admit. But he will walk up to Sean, bloody, that purple greenish blood still, fresh on his face. He will bow and hand the spyglass to him.
He looks to the spyglass, and a look of nostalgia washes over his face as he. What? Did I hear an
What?
echo? Okay.
Did you?
Yes, I did.
Oh.
So, he grabs the spyglass, and you see as the magenta energies vibe through himself as he appears revitalized in a way. And then he looks to you. So, you were able to best this being?
More than that.
Yes.
This being, this creature, I wouldn't even call it a being. This monster. A creature that knows which love is. Can only show us what it is instead of leading us to do what we want. So, yes, we have bested it, and me specifically. I bested it. With words. But I obviously came out a little more unscathed than my compatriots here. And he's going to turn to the still probably babbling Moxie and Alari, who's still a little probably in the middle of a transformation, and Damien, who's just Damien.
All that matters is it's over. You can leave.
Apparently you've all had the ability to leave, but true. But looking at this through, I'd hate to imagine what would happen to them if they did leave this cloud. I'm not sure if this being will help and we'll snap them out of it at any point in time, and at least give them the knowledge that they were living a dream at that moment in time for at least 100 years. Something that I'm sorry that you had to witness this decline with alongside Lillian. But John, it was an honor to quest for you and help you in this way.
He takes off his hat and gives you a bow. The honor was all mine.
Now, my frontiersman and I will probably be on our way in a little bit, but I could honestly use a rest myself. Would you be kind enough to
You can stay here if you want, and we can set sail in the morning.
We will.
The equivalent of morning.
It's hard to tell in space, isn't it?
Yes. Especially in a place with no sun.
Yeah. We will stay on the ship, and then we will return to ours and aid you in your. Make sure that you won't get knocked back in at any point in time. Is that all right? He's going to turn. Phineas will say this as he turns to Damien.
One of us should go back to see Vito. If you want to stay on the ship, you can. Keep an eye on Alari and Moxie for me. They've been through a lot today.
Mm-hmm.
You have as well.
And
I ain't been through nothing today. Ain't nothing at all.
Damien should probably know this. My bad.
The session is about to come to an end. Is there anything that you would like to add?
I would say I'm. Oh, sorry.
No, Alari, please.
Yes, please. Go ahead.
Yeah, I would say me and Moxie, I'm going to escort Moxie back to basically the nurses, the medical bay, technically, his room, and
you guys aren't even close to the frontier. You guys are on the pirate ship. You guys are like hours away from the frontier. He's offering for you guys to stay at the pirate ship.
Oh, okay.
That's why I said one of us should go back, and that's why Damien said, "I'll do it." Okay, I'll go back. You guys stay here. You rest up. And enjoy your night, and I'll let Vito know what happened.
Yeah, I'm escorting Moxie to like a safe room, basically, like making like searching everywhere for like a safe room, and as I'm doing this, I'm trying to make Moxie feel as comfortable as possible, and while also looking at myself, and like I'm detransformationing, but it's like slower, and that's kind of scaring Alari a lot, because like she's never gotten that angry before, and she's never done it before in front of her in front of these people who care about her a lot, and she's kind of like she's thinking about a lot, and she's gonna like see if she can like close the door and have some privacy, and kind of just look at Moxie and say, "Sweet dreams, Moxie. We'll be back on the run in the morning." And she's just going to curl up into Moxie a lot, and she's just going to wrap her tail around him, and she's just going to fall asleep there with Moxie. She doesn't want to be alone.
But before you leave, there's something that I believe Phineas wanted to say.
Phineas is just essentially going to, before Damien leaves, and as he watches Alari take Moxie off, he's going to bow to Sean as he had for him, and just say, "This is all out of necessity. As soon as we get out of here, I think I've had my fill of adventure. I'm quite sick of this now, and I know you've seen something, and if you can tell from my face, I have as well. So we are not allies. Our partnership will end here."
Alright.
Before Damien leaves, I'll just kind of look at Finn and say, as I said, keep an eye on the kids for me. Sean, it was a pleasure to meet you. If you need help getting back into the business, feel free to reach out. He says we might not be friends, but we can be associates at the very least. Help you get back on your feet. We owe you that much.
I appreciate what you did. You should come see us off tomorrow morning. It will be quite the show.
Yeah, good to see you off.
Phineas is going to turn away from Damien and just sort of try and find a secluded area. Just thinking about what the being said and whispered to him. Were these people that he hated now really his allies? He's still that's still rattling along in his brain as it's still bleeding. But this is a thought to think of for another time. They'll just pass the room that he'll just basically pass the room that Alari and them met in. Alari and
Moxie.
Shit. I'm sorry. My earbud just died. Hooray.
Hooray.
He'll just basically go into the room and just close the door.
Mm-hmm. And despite it being despite it being a pilot ship, it's a space pilot ship, so it is pretty well accommodated.
Yeah, but he'll just basically go into the room that they're in, look at Alari and Moxie in their sleep, slump against the door. Not even.
Moxie's not sleeping. Moxie is still ranting.
He'll just walk over to Moxie, give his head a little pat, and just slump in the corner away from them.
Wait, okay, hold on. How hard do you tap Moxie?
Not hard enough to hurt him, but hard enough to turn his radio on.
Okay, so do you want to hear? Let me. You're gonna hear a blues guitar. Oh. It might hurt you. Hope you don't lose your mind. Gonna do a little blues.
Surprisingly, I don't know that one.
Something about he loved his father. They say the truth hurts, so I lied to you.
Oh.
But yeah, Phineas will just look at Moxie and say, "Good night, Jukebox. Good night, Lizard." He'll use prestidigitation on himself to clean the blood, bump against the wall, and just think about what he meant by rivals becoming allies. What would that mean for him?
And that is where we'll end this session.
I'm Phineas. I'm going to send you the song that I played.
Okay. Anybody who happened to watch this, thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the session as much as we did. I'm not sure how you guys enjoyed the session. And leave a like, comment, all that jazz.
Subscribe if you want more juicy. If you want more juicy Phineas character moments. And if you want good character moments and cool interactions between really cool characters, because this campaign has been the genuinely most fun I've had in a while. So please do that. Thank you. Support us. Bye.
Emotional moments. Let's go.